Welcome to my Tony Hawk levels tier list. This is an idea that was sent to me by Brapado, who submitted it through my website, radratvideo.com. There's a forum where you can submit questions, but you can put anything you want in there. It just sends me an email. So I made it Tony Hawk 1 through 5 tiers levels tier list, which I think will be a lot of fun. Almost every level is in here that I've played. I did notice, this is my third time recording it because I keep having recording issues, which is very frustrating. I noticed that Slam City Jam was missing. There may be a couple more, and there may be a few that you haven't seen. This isn't every single level because I haven't played every bonus level on Game Boy Advance and stuff like that. But this should be most of them, ideally. Okay, so let's get started. Airport, Tony Hawk 3, really fun level. I had a lot of good times with that one. It does fit the format of ones that I don't like, a lot of downhill and stuff like that, but it's easy to get around and there's some extra little side things you can go into. I'm giving that one an A. Alcatraz. I really liked it at the time, but I have a much better appreciation for it now that I've been to the actual Alcatraz. It's actually pretty accurate with the switchbacks, and I felt like I knew my way around there when I actually went there. It's not amazing. I'm going to give it a B. Actually, let me walk you through this. S tier, amazing, best of the best. There's probably only be like 3 or 4 in there. Average will be a C. If it's just like I don't hate it, I don't have any kind of feelings about it, it'll be a C. D is pretty bad. F is mostly going to be Pro Skater 5 stuff, unfortunately. I'm trying not to judge Tony Hawk 5 for being Tony Hawk 5, but nonetheless. Okay, Asteroid Belt. It's terrible. It's a level where there's all these individual platforms and you can gap between them in Pro Skater 5, but you fall off, and it's just like, it's really weird. There's all these race type things where you have to go really quick and collect all the icons and stuff, but you don't have the precision that you need, so you're always falling off, and I hate it. Atlanta is a C. I don't really remember it. I don't have any footage. I've played the game. It's in Thug 2 Remix. I've played it, but I don't really remember it that well, so unfortunately it's just a C. Australia. Decent level. Some cool stuff to do in it. Some annoying stuff. You're driving around on a little go-kart sometimes. You're making the birds poop on the bikini girls. It's a C. It's a C. Barcelona. Okay. Not bad as far as the design is, but you have to ride around on a mechanical bull, and then you got to sketch on a different bull, but there are some cool real-life spots in it. C. It's a C. Berlin. Pretty cool level, except you have to climb that church, which is really annoying and really difficult. And then all the spray painting stuff. You are on a scooter sometimes. You know what? It's a D. It's not a bad level, but there's just so much annoying stuff in it. Okay, the Barracks. This is in Pro Skater 5. It's the intro level with the tutorials and stuff. I'm going to give it an F because it looked good. There's nothing really wrong with it, but then it's Pro Skater 5, and it's like the biggest letdown. Like, the first level in all these games gets either a bonus or a minus based on a penalty, based on how good that game was, because it was your first experience with it. And the Barracks was such a letdown because it was Pro Skater 5, not necessarily because it was badly designed, but oh well. Beverly Hills in American Wasteland. That's the one where I played that helicopter challenge a trillion times. I hated it. You learn parkour in there, which you never use, and there's no real purpose for it. You join a gang that makes you do freestyle stuff in that level. Lots of really dumb stuff. So I'm going to give that one a D. Bonfire Beach. Pro Skater 5. There's a lot of fires. You can light your board on fire and do different things with that, but not really, and there's nowhere to go. It's an F. Boston. Cool level. There's Benjamin Franklin and some other stuff. There is some kind of annoying Thug 2 garbage in it. The level itself is fine. I'm going to give it a B. A B. Yeah, I've got vaguely positive feelings about it. Same with the bull ring. It's not all that exciting. It's a patch of dirt with a half pipe and some stuff in it, but it's got that classic Tony Hawk stuff where there's like cash in the bull's poo that you got to roll over, and you can grind all the lights, and like every time you break one of the bulbs, you get a little bonus. It's fun. I'll give Give that one a B. The bunker. This is Pro Skater 5. This is the warehouse and the hangar combined. But they put these weird hallways between them that are kind of weird. It's like some kind of boost thing between them, I think. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, I'm going to give that one a C. It's probably the best Pro Skater 5 level because it's not really a Pro Skater 5 level. But, yeah, we'll put that in there. Burnside. Pro Skater 1. Pretty good. But it's not all that exciting to play nowadays. Like, it was fine when that was the newest game. But if you ever have to play it now, it's kind of boring. Boring means a D. Canada. Ooh, great level. I really like Canada. Lots of fun to be had there. Lots of cool stuff to do. Interesting design. That's an S. That's a good level. That's a really good level. Yeah, I like that one. Carnival. This is an unlockable in Pro Skater 4. Pretty cool. I had a tough time in there with 0 stats, but that's not really fair. You can take your picture with all the different things. There is rides you can grind on. I'm gonna give that one an A, actually. I like that one. Casino in American Wasteland. Kind of cool from a design perspective. Lots of different things to skate on in there. Pretty forgettable, though. I'm gonna give it a C. Chicago. Okay, this is the Chicago that you can buy in Pro Skater 4. There's also the Chicago Skate Park, which I've labeled as Skate Park down here. So I think it's a Matt Hoffman level. I'm pretty sure somebody's level, but it's pretty good. I'm actually gonna give that one a B. It's not even a Pro Skater level, but you can play it in the Pro Skater game. So there it is. Chopper Drop. Chopper Drop is not very good, but it's a bonus, and so I don't think it's terrible because of that. No, let's be honest, it's bad. It's an F. It's a half pipe in the ocean, and then you can launch yourself into the water. That's it. So, fine. Club. This was in 2X. This is a decent level. It's a custom level made by whoever ported that game. I can't remember at the moment, but pretty good as far as the 2X levels, but not good at all based on everything else. I'm actually going to give it a D. There's some interesting design, but it's not very good. College. Ooh, Pro Skater 4. That was a good level. Lots of interesting stuff. Introduced you to the no timer, you can free skate until you do a challenge stuff. And it was big enough to back that up. I'm going to call that an A. Construction site. You know what? This one wasn't that bad. This is another 2X level. They messed around with some interesting things. This was Pro Skater 2 on the Xbox, and they were able to do some more things. So they made a really tall building in the middle. You could, vert transfer to the next level, and be up on the roof. Pretty cool, but not much stuff to do. I'm going to give it a D. Cruise ship. I love the cruise ship. Pro Skater 3, S tier right there. That's a really good one. I love that level. Lots of interesting things. Different like platforms you can get to. You can drop down to the next deck, but you can get around quickly if you know what you're doing. Cool. Downhill Jam, F. Sorry. I hate this level. I've always hated it. Every time I play it, I dread it. It's not good. Downhill, this was a Tony Hawk 1 unlockable level. It was Tony Hawk 3 on PS1. That's what I meant to say. Really bad. It's an F because it's all downhill, but they left in the big drop mechanic, so you would bail all the time. It's terrible. Downtown in American Wasteland. There you learn how to do special tricks. There's some other little things. You gotta go get initiated into a gang. Oh, there's all the spray painting stuff. Sorry, that's a D. It's not bad, but the stuff you do in the level is bad. Downtown, this is the PS1 version. Big kind of multiple blocks of a city. I really like that stuff. I like when there's realistic things to skate on. Fun level, lots to do there. Doesn't hold up great just because it was designed for Pro Skater 1, so there's not a lot of combo potential. I still have a lot of good feelings about it though, so I'm going to put it in the A tier. East LA, American Wasteland. Yeah, that's where the gang stuff is. There's Boone gets stuck in a pipe and you gotta throw a board to him 300 times. Ugh, no, that's a D. Foundry, Pro Skater 3. That's a good one. The level itself isn't amazing, but it was the first experience with Pro Skater 3, so it felt really fast and new and fluid and exciting, and you can link tricks in all these new different ways. Yeah, I have a lot of good feelings about that. That's an A. Okay, Hangar. First level in Pro Skater 2. Kind of small, but there's some unlockable stuff. I like that. I really like when there's unlockable things. You can break through glass, which felt really cool to me at the time. That's an A. That's an A for sure. Okay, Hawaii. In Thug 1, this is where you McTwist the helicopter, which was pretty cool. Tough to do with 0 stats, but attainable. There's a little, it's not really a secret area, but like the banks area is in there. That's a B. It's good. It's good. Hollywood, intro level in American Wasteland. C. Just fine. I don't really think much about it. Hotter Than Hell was a bonus level, which was a Kiss concert. I think it was in Thug 2, I want to say. A Kiss concert, and you could like skate around, and there was some little challenges and stuff. Pretty cool, especially as a bonus. I'm actually going to give that one a B, just because it exists. Like you weren't expecting it, and it had some stuff in it. It's not very good, but you know, you got to grade on a curve for it being a bonus. Kona. I like Kona. Kona is really cool. It's like a realistic skate park because it's a real place, but the snake run is terrible. That's what keeps it from being an A. I hate that snake run part. Kyoto. This was in American Wasteland Classic Mode and Thug 2 Remix. Cool level. I like the design to a degree, but it's nothing special, so it's a C. LA and Pro Skater 3. You grind on the rails to get the earthquake, and you grind the car to knock it off, and you can get to some different levels, get on top of some buildings to unlock some grates and things like that. That's an A. That's a good level. London from Pro Skater 4. You meet Chad Muska in there, and you steal the hats of some cops. There's a freestyle competition. There's some real places in there. I like it. So, oops. Where'd it go? London. It is a B. Okay. The mall is an F. Sorry. I hate it. I hate the downhill aspect of it. I hate that you can't really turn around and push back up because it's so much slower. In the original version, too, when you get to the end, it's just over. You know the reasons. If you watch the channel, you know the reasons why I hate those. So that's an F. Manhattan. Manhattan is a pretty cool level. It was in Thug 1. It's the first place you go after your hometown where you're trying to film stuff. It's a realistic looking city. I like it. It's a B. Okay, Marseille. Contest level, Pro Skater 2, secret level in the basement. I like it quite a bit. I like the style of it. I like the design. I like the wall ride you can do in the beginning. That's an A. Okay, Mega Parks. Pro Skater 5 level. Terrible. Sorry, that's just the worst. Moscow in Thug 1. Kind of cool stuff to do. Some interesting challenges, but they're really hard and really annoying. Lots of climbing around and doing stuff. The 0 stats mode was really hard too. It's balanced. It's good, but there's some real garbage in there too. I'm going to have to give that one a C. Mountain. Pro Skater 5. You can grind on the chair lifts, but they like teleport you into different places, and you can never really plan things out. I don't like it. I wish one of the levels in 5 was good, but they're just not. I don't know how they dropped the ball so badly. New Orleans, kind of cool. This was in Thug 2. You can grind on the crypts, and like the spirits come out, and there's some cool stuff to do. It's tough to figure out your way around the roofs, though. Different routes to get up there and stuff like that. I'm going to call that one a C. New York, Pro Skater 2. Realistic looking city with real stuff in it. I like that. The Brooklyn banks are there. I like it. It's a good level. It's an A. New Jersey, intro level in Thug. This one was actually pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff to do as far as like throughout the game because you start there and you end there. So there's different challenges. There's a driving mission, which I don't really like, but you know, they kept it alive. There's a lot of different things you can unlock. You can open up the bridge and get to the other side where there's a train station, and there's a lot there. I've got to give that one a B. Oil Rig. This is specifically the American Wasteland one. There is one in Tony Hawk 3 on the Xbox, which maybe inspired or maybe it's similar. I'm not really sure. Either way, it's a C. It's just okay. Philly is an A. Love it. Again, realistic stuff. There's actual gaps there and things like that. There's some unlockable things. Getting up onto the roof to empty the fountain is a good memory. Good stuff there. I like it. Pro Skater. This is a cool level. It's weird. It's unlockable at the end. Is it THUG-THAW, I think, where you are abducted by aliens, then you go through a portal and you go to a Mayan temple, then you like offend the gods and you go to hell or something like that. Interesting. And they put a lot of work into it. I'm gonna give that one a B. Rio and Pro Skater 2 skate park. There are some back alley places you can go, which is interesting. It's not all that exciting though. I'm gonna give that one a C. Rooftops, Pro Skater 5. F. I'm sorry. I'm tempted to give it a D just so all my Pro Skater 5 stuff isn't there, but sorry, it's bad. Okay, Roswell, Pro Skater 1. C. No, D. It's a D. It's just a bunch of vert, some things you can grind, and there's no combo potential. I know the levels weren't designed for combos in Pro Skater 1, but still, it's just not very fun. Ruins in American Wasteland, classic mode. Kind of fun. There's some donuts to collect and things like that. I had an interesting time with it because I don't really remember having played it before. I know I did, but I barely remembered it. I had some fun there, but long term, I think it'll be kind of forgettable, so I'm going to give that one a C. San Diego. This is where you first get your sponsor in Thug 1. That spine transfer statue thing was kind of cool. There was a demo. There's some interesting challenges to do, and the level itself is pretty good. I'm going to give it a B. San Francisco in Pro Skater 4 or 3. 4? 3? 4. Pretty good. I like this one. I like it quite a bit, actually. I'm going to give it an A. Santa Cruz was an American Wasteland classic. Kind of an average level. Nothing wrong with it. Kind of small. Yeah, it's a C. Santa Monica was the area in American Wasteland with all the, like, the tier, or the peer, sorry. Tier list, not a peer list. D. It's just whatever. School 1. Very good level. I'm going to give it an A. It was in Pro Skater 1. Cool, big level for a PS1 level. Realistic stuff in it, which I really like. Doesn't hold up as well, but it's still an A for nostalgia purposes. School 2 is, of course, an S. One of the best levels in any video game. I love it. All kinds of cool unlockable locations you can get inside the gym. You can gap over the wall to the Carlsbad area on the other side. Getting up on the roofs and things is fun. I like it. S. School 3. Okay, I'm going to give School 3 a D. This is in Pro Skater 5. It's not bad. I kind of hate that they called it School 3 to try to imply that it was going to be as good as the other ones. I don't think it would have gotten any better if it wasn't called that, but still, I kind of hate that. Yeah, School 3, that's where you go. Shipyard. Okay, Pro Skater 4. There's lots of tracks that you can grind on. There's lots of combo potential here. It was really hard with zero stats, but I think it was ultimately pretty good otherwise, so I'm going to give it a B. Skate Heaven. Skate Heaven was an unlockable in Tony Hawk 2 once you beat everything with everybody. Cool level, but there wasn't much to do. There was no challenges or anything like that. It was just a free skate level, and I never found myself playing it. So for that, I'm going to give it a D. Skate Ranch is an F. You learn how to Burt slide in there, which is terrible. You also, it's just like a big pile of dirt where you put garbage, and it somehow is supposed to be a skate park. I hate it. Skate park, speaking of skate parks, this is the Chicago skate park in Pro Skater 1. Kind of bland, just kind of an empty room with some stuff in it, you know, like as far as the design. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Skater Island, Pro Skater 3. That was a fun one. Cool skate park. You can grind on the flag to open up the door, and there's a pirate ship out there and stuff like that. That was a cool one. That's a cool level. That gets an A. Skate Street. Pro Skater 2. Unlockable areas. Yeah, this one is good. But is it good or is it great? I think it's good. I'm going to give it a B. Skatopia. Thug 2. Lots of dirt, which I don't really like. I get annoyed trying to skate on dirt all the time. I'm going to give it a C. It's not a bad layout. There's a skate park at the top. I don't know. It's okay. Skylines. Tony Hawk 2X exclusive level, which is the Detroit skyline. Detroit only has a few skyscrapers, but it has like this level is all. They should have picked a different city. This isn't what Detroit looks like. I used to work there. That kind of annoys me. And it's also just this little level where you can fall off really easy and die. I don't like it. Streets of San Francisco, specifically in Pro Skater 1. Big level, lots of stuff to do. There's embarcaderos in there. You can grind cop cars. Cool place. I'm going to give that one... I'm going to give it an A. Suburbia. Pro Skater 3. Grind the pumpkins. Give the thin man the axe. There's the bats when you go through. That gets an A. That one was fun. Good times there. Subway. 2X level is just like a little subway platform with some stairs that go nowhere. It's got 0 point. It's terrible. Tampa Park. This is the 2X version. It's just the skate park of Tampa. It's fine. It's not as good as Tampa level, which has a skate park of Tampa in it, but it's okay. I'm actually going to give it a C. And now Tampa, the level with the skate park in it, a little bit better. More city stuff. There's different vibes, like there's different districts even in that small little place. I'm gonna give it a B. Yeah, it's pretty good. Tokyo is an A. This was the final contest in Pro Skater 3. That's a cool design to it. There's a big unlockable area. Well, you don't have to unlock it. You just have to have high enough stats to get the air to get into it. And then there's this whole other area. Lots of lights and interesting design. I like it. Training. This is Thug 2. It's the warehouse, but the wall breaks through and there's some more stuff in it. It does its job, but it's really nothing special. I'll give it a C. Triangle. This is a cool level. Lots of aliens and crashed spaceships and other Bermuda Triangle inspired things. I had a fun time there when I played it with 0 stats. The way that I finished it, I got that high score right at the very last second. Good memories there. I'll give it a B. Underground from Pro Skater 5. It's like a subway, I guess. There's more stuff to do than the subway level, for sure. It's kind of forgettable. Yeah, I actually had to look up footage to remember what it was. So, yeah, that gives it a D because it didn't really stick in my memory at all. Vancouver. I'm going to have to lump Slam City Jam in there. I noticed it was missing, but if I deleted this, I would have to rename it, and I don't know. I've been working on this for days, and I have barely been able to get it to work. So I'm not going to try to add Slam City Jam. I'm just going to add it in here. Vancouver was really cool. I like the level. I don't like the leaf blower missions. Slam City Jam was pretty cool. I'm going to give that a B. That's pretty good. Vans Park. American Wasteland, contest level. Ryan Sheckler has a Jeep that you gotta get for him. I think is he stealing it? I don't know. It's okay. It gets the job done. That's about it. Lots of bike tutorial missions that don't go anywhere. Venice, Pro Skater 2. Ooh, I think I'm putting that in S. I love this level. Really cool. Tail slide the ledge. All the vert gaps. There's the Muska roof gap is in there. Lots of fun to be had here. I like that level. There's a teleporting bum. Like, good times. Warehouse. The original Tony Hawk 1 version. Small level. Not a lot to do. Not very good, honestly. Secret tape is kind of cool. You crash through the glass to get to that. Still, it's a D. I'm never excited to be playing Warehouse. It's just something you get through. Wild West, Pro Skater 5. there's like there's a thing you gotta hit to, like a power-up that makes you small so you can go through these little tunnels and stuff. Really weird. Doesn't feel like a skateboarding level. I don't like it. The zoo in Pro Skater 4. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna give that one a B. There's some cool stuff as far as like there's the bird cage, you know, like I didn't necessarily like that, but it was interesting. Like it was a different theme than a lot of the other levels, you know. Some of the challenges were cool. Some of them really sucked, like sketching on the elephant. That was really annoying. I didn't like that too much. But overall, I think it was pretty good. So, there you go. Most of the levels in the Tony Hawk series were decent. Were good. I mean, B means good in my ranking system. C was just okay. And you can kind of tell the age of the levels as they get lower. That may be my bias. And if so, you can make your own by going to the link in the description, if I can figure it out, to make your own based on this list. I know some of the levels are missing, but I did my best. This was still a lot of work. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other video ideas like Brapado did, you can go to radratvideo.com and just submit them. They'll ask for a question for the series, but you can put anything you want in there. It just sends me an email. You can do that. You can also buy a t-shirt or a patch while you're on that site. And if you like the channel, you can support it by subscribing. You can hit the join button here and get some perks that way, and you can subscribe on Patreon as well and get some stuff early. So that's it for now. Thanks for hanging out.